Hello everyone and welcome you all to another chapter of the Adobe Illustrator Essential tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 2 and here I'll be showing you how to draw using shapes in Illustrator. Okay, so in our first chapter I have already showed you guys how you can actually use those tools. Okay, but here I'll be making some shapes or some kind of drawing using only the shapes. Okay, I'll be telling you guys what all you guys can do with those shapes, how you can actually change the edges, how you can actually change the sharpness, and all of this in detail. Okay, so let's not waste time and let's get started with our second chapter of this tutorial. So here, as you guys can see, I am here in my home page of the Illustrator. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'll come here and I will open a new file. Okay, so here what I'll do is I will just take a letterhead. So let me search for a letterhead from here. Okay, so here I'll take this particular preset and I want my orientation to be horizontal. Okay, and right now I do need only one artboard and I'll also put some blade here. Okay, so maybe I'll just type from here 0.125 and instead of this I'll choose inches 125. So yeah, I'll save this particular thing from here and here you guys can see I do have my page. Okay, so this is the basic workspace where I'll be working. So here I'll be showing you guys how to use this particular tool. Okay, so this is basically the shape tool. So first let's see what all options do we got here. So here we can create a rectangle, a circle or an ellipse. And here you can also see the shortcut keys for both of this. For rectangle, it's M from our keyboard. And for ellipse, it's just L. Okay, and we need to create polygon from here and also a star from this particular option. And if you want to create a line, here you can create a line. Otherwise, you can just click on slash from your keyboard. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make just a basic design on owl. Okay, I'll try to make using some shapes and owl. So let's see. And also I'll be showing you how to make a tree. Just give some cartoonic view. Okay. So we'll see that. So here now to create a now, what I'll be doing is I'll take a ellipse tool from here. So if I try to make an ellipse, okay, so if I just give one click here on this particular layer after selecting, from here basically I can select the width and the height. And if I want to unlink this one, then I can unlink this one as well. Then I can put some different number here, different number here. But if we link it, we will need to change it accordingly. Okay, so from here I can check my width and the height. Otherwise what I can basically do is if I come here, i I can just create a circle just from dragging here. Okay, so if I just drag in, I'll just click out. And here you guys can see I can make a circle and I can also play around with the circle as well. Okay, so from here basically I will be creating a circle. So I'll be creating the head of the owl here. So I will select this one and with my move tool what I can do is I'll keep this one here. And every time after creating its shape I'll just click here outside and again I will come here the ellipse tool. And from the ellipse tool, what I'm going to do is I will create another shape. So I will just create another shape here. Okay. So I can create it like this. So I have created this one again with this particular tool. I will select this one and I'll delete this. Okay. But here, suppose I want to create any kind of circle or any kind of shape proportionally. So in that case, what I can do is I need to click on shift and then if I create a shape here, you can see the size is quite proportional. Okay, so this is how you can create a proportional shape. So I'll create this one here and with my move tool for now, I'll just move this to one side. So I'll bring this particular shape here and here as you can see, I do have my shape. But what I want is I want to make the body. So this one is basically the face. So what I can do is now I will just move this word backward. In that case, what I'll do once I'm here, I will come to the arrange option. Then from arrange option, you guys can see I do have all these options. So here I'll click on send to back. And here now you guys can see how this particular shape looks. Okay. So this is that one. Okay. And now from here, what I can do is I will just make the eyes of this particular owl. So I will select on this end and I will decrease the size as well. Okay. So I'm going to make the eye. I will bring this one here and I will also duplicate this layer by just clicking on Alt. And here you can see I do have this. Okay. So I will just move this layer and I'll move this one somewhere here and I will actually rotate this one again back. So I will just rotate this and I'll again bring this to the same size. So yeah, this kind of looks good, not that bad. Okay, so I will just adjust this one. I will select this and I will basically delete, or what I can do is I can just decrease the size of this again. Okay, so I will just come here and decrease the size with shift. So I'll select this layer and I will put this one here in the center. Okay, so again with my alt, what I'll do is I'll click here and I'll bring another one right here. Okay, so here I will bring this one. Here I do have this. And now I will select this layer. And what I can do is again go to arrange option and I'll click on send to back. So here I will select send to back. And now here I will just delete one, or I'll just delete this. So here again, what I can do is I will bring this one somewhere here. And just to see this one, what I'll do, I'll come to my windows and I'll always try to select, or not from Windows, what I can do is I can come to the guides option here. So in the new version or this particular window, they do have this option in the sides, okay, the properties panel. But if you're using a later version or the previous version, then in that case, you guys need to come to the Windows. Then you guys need to go to the this option on top. Okay, so you need to go to the workspace option, and from workspace, you need to go to the essentials classic. Okay, so you guys need to do that. Now, as I will just deselect this one, here you guys can see if I just make another circle. Okay, suppose I made this particular circle and I will shape this one as well. Okay, and now I will just decrease the size from here, or I'll just delete this one for now. Now click on shift and now here you can make an eye. So with the selection tool, I'll bring this one and I'll bring this one here. Okay. Now what I can click on is I can go to arrange and send to back. So now here I do have this. Okay. So I'll just go back. Here I do have this one. I will just delete this as well. Bring this one on top of this layer and make another circle. Okay, so I will just make a circle. I'll click on shift and I will create a circle here. Okay, so I'll just cancel this one, select this, bring this one on top of this. Okay, so here you guys can see I'm done creating the eyes from here. Okay, so if you see, I can also select all of this. Okay, so I do have this. Maybe the size is not that great, but we guys can actually, I can actually show you guys how it is. And now what I can also do is if I do have other things in my shape tool. Okay. So here you guys can see I do have the rectangle tool. I do have the polygon tool. Okay. So here, if you just click on the polygon tool and if you try to make first, what will happen is by default, it will come to a hexagon. Okay, so you guys can change that one just by clicking on here, and here they're asking you that how many sides do you want. Okay, so if I do want a triangle, what I can do is I'll select three. Okay, so I'll click on three, and here you can see I do have my triangle. Okay, so now I can also decrease the size of this one. Okay, so I'll just make some design here. So I will just bring this one with my cursor here. I will just bring this one. So I'll just bring this one and maybe I will just rotate this and put this somewhere. Okay. So first what I need to do is I need to rotate this from the sides. Okay. So here I have selected this and I will keep this one somewhere here. Okay. And I'll also copy one shape from here as well. And I'll keep this one here. And this one also I'll just rotate from here and I will rotate this one and I'll just put this one here. So now what we can start doing is we can start putting some colors here. Okay, so let's try to put some colors. So once I have selected this one, here you can see the fill option. Okay, so I'll come to the fill and if I just want to give it some yellow color, I can give yellow color to that. And same here, I'll come to the fill here and I'll also put up yellow color. Okay, so I do have the same color here. If I do want to add some stroke, I can basically add some stroke weight from here. Okay, so I will add some stroke here and to this one also I will put the same setting. Okay, so here as you can see I do have that and now I basically want this one backward. Okay, so I will select this layer and also this layer. Okay, so I'll select both of this, but okay, let me do it one by one. Arrange, send to back. Okay, select this one and also go to arrange option and go to send to back. Okay, so here you guys, if you guys are selecting any other thing from here, okay, so you guys can actually do that. So if I come here or if I select this, okay, I will choose this one. Again, go to arrange, send to back. And here you guys can see I am sending this one to back. So here I do have it in my back. And now I'll come to this layer and I'll fill this one with black color. And the same goes with this. I'll also put this one as a black color. Okay. So yeah, this one is looking quite good. So here again, what I'll do is I'll take this one. I'll just click once here and I want three sides. Okay. So here, as you guys can see, I will just make a triangle. Okay, so I'll just make one triangle from here and I will just shape this one. Okay, I'll rotate this. So how you can basically rotate is from here. Okay, so I will rotate it like this and I'll also duplicate a layer from here. So select the selection tool and I do have two and I'll take another one here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I will select this and I will just decrease the size of this one and I'll just put this one here. Okay, so I'll put this one somewhere here. And now with this one, what I can do is I will just select this and I'll just rotate this one a bit. So I will do this one again here. So this one is basically almost the same side. So I'll just make this part from here. Okay, so I will just keep this one beside each other. So I do have this now. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll create another circle. So again, go to the ellipse tool. And now I will just create a circle somewhat like this. And again, bring this one from here. And now I will just put this one somewhere here. And now what I'll do is I'll select this layer and I'll go to arrange and I'll send this one to back. Okay, so here you guys can see I can actually adjust this one from the back layer. So now what I can do is I will select a particular layer. I'll just go back here Okay, suppose I will select this particular layer, then I can put any color which I want. Okay, so if I just put an orange color, and here, if I come and if I fill this layer with any red color, suppose I have selected the red color here, and the face I will give somewhat this color. Okay, so I will give this color here, and I'll give this one also as yellow. Okay, I'll fill this one as a yellow, and eyes are fine, and I'll give this legs some different color as well. Okay, so maybe I'll just put some sky blue green color. So here, from here, you guys can actually go to that main file as well. Okay, so here you guys can basically do some color mixing. Okay, if I select this one, if I click on this, I can actually paste this one here as well. So okay, I will just copy this one from here. I'll come here and I will paste this. Okay, so here I can just adjust this over the layer, or come here and replace this one from here. Okay, so I'm just showing you guys everything in detail over here. So this is how you guys can actually create different shapes. Okay, so now if I come here again, okay, if I want to draw some lines, I will be also able to draw some lines here. Okay, so here I do have the lines option. So from here, if I just click on here, so here you guys can see this is how I can create lines. So I will just duplicate this layer. Suppose if I come, click on Alt. So from here, again, I will bring one from here. And from here, I'll just move this, delete this layer. So I'll just select this layer. Okay, only this particular line. So I'll click on this and I will create another line over here. So this is how I can basically create a line. And if I select all of these lines from here, okay, so I can basically change the width of this particular line from here, as you guys can see. So you guys can do that in all this particular layer. Okay, so maybe I'll just change this one as well. Okay, so I will just increase the width to 5. So yeah, this one is fine. And yes, this one looks quite good. Okay. So from here, basically, you guys can actually come and you guys can also make some stunning designs. Okay. So I'll just create few of these stars here. So from here also, I'll create some star. And here I will create some things. Okay. I'll create here as well. So I'll create all of these stars here. Okay. So I'll just select all of this. And what I'll do is I'll just change the fill color. Suppose I'll choose a different color in this one. Okay, so I will take a different color. Uh, I can keep on changing these colors. So hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to teach you guys here in this particular lesson. Okay, and here in the stars also you guys can actually take your work. Okay, so here you guys can use different colors, and also you can add strokes. Okay, so here if I want to add stroke to this particular thing, I can also add stroke, as you guys can see. And maybe I'll just take this one somewhere here, and this color I will choose something different. Okay, so maybe something in yellow. Okay, so this looks fine. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood this particular class. And here I just want to create one line here. Okay, so again, using this particular tool over here, or this shape tool from here. Okay, so I will select the line, and line, I will be creating a line from here. Okay, so maybe I'll just create a line here. Okay, so I do have a particular line here. Now what I can do is I can basically change the stroke. Okay, so if I select this layer, I will be able to change the stroke from here. And also, if I just select this particular place now, I can add a different color. Okay, suppose if I just add a different color, I can also add this one. But what I'll do is I'll click on this, go to arrange first, and send to back. Okay, so here you can see now this one is just backside. Okay, if I come here, select this, and I'll click on this one, I'll extend this one till here. Okay, so hope you guys are understanding this class. Okay. So here, let me just make another tree from here. Okay. So for that, I'll come again to this polygon tool. If I just click here, okay. So what I can do is I'll just select three sides. I'll click on OK. So from here, you guys can basically see I do have this one. So I'll just create a shape like this. And what I'll do is I'll also duplicate few of this from here. Okay, so I will click on Alt, and after selecting this, okay, I will click this one, and I also want few more. Okay, so I can click like this, and suppose I'll take another one. Okay, so from here, I will just click this one, and I will have this here as well. So here I will create this one as the main thing. Okay, from here. So I'll just move this one somewhere above here. And what I'll do is all of these extra things, I'll just actually change or decrease the size of all of this. Okay, so I will just click on Shift, select this one, click Shift, and now I am able to change this size from here. Okay, so I will again come here and click on Shift, and I will change the size of this ones as well. So I do have this size and this one. Okay. So I will select this shift and I will decrease the size from here, and also click on this one, click shift and decrease the size. And now what I'm going to do is I will just put it around here. Okay. All of this. So I will select uh, this one first, and I will try to rotate this. Okay, so I'll just try to rotate this from the sides. Okay, so as I do have here, okay, so I will just try to rotate this. And after rotating, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this here. Okay, so I'll put this one here, and this one again I will select, and now I will also try to rotate this one from here. Okay, so I do have this one, bring this layer from here. Okay, and select this here. Okay, so I'll just use this. And also if I just rotate this as well, suppose if I just rotate or select this first. So here, as you can see, I have created this already from here. Now what I can do is I can basically click on all these things here, and now I can actually go to arrange, and I'll click on send to back. Okay, so here it is just sending this one to back, and I can also do the same here. Okay, so here if I just select this particular layer again, so I'll just do this one as well from here. Okay, I'll go to arrange and I'll send to back, and I'll again select this. And what I'll do is I'll select this whole thing from here, and now I'll just add a color. Suppose I'll take something in green. Okay, so here you guys can see that I do have this thing here in the green. Again, go to arrange and send to back, and all of this I do have here on back only, most of it, or only this one I need to arrange and send to back. Okay, so this is how it basically looks like. Okay, as you guys can see here. So if I just select this particular layer, suppose I have selected this layer, and I can actually uh, put this one wherever I want. Okay, so this is how it can actually look. And if I again come here and get one ellipse tool, so I'll just create an ellipse from here, and now again select this one and put some green color. Okay, or just put some red color. Okay, and if I just put this one here, okay, and after that I will just click on this, go to arrange and send to back. Okay, so this is how it basically looks. I can also put these colors here as well. Okay, or if I want to just put it somewhere here, or totally like this, you guys can do it as well. Okay, so here this is one way of how you can actually work around with shapes and make different type of designs as well. Okay, so in next class, we'll learn about how we can use the shape builder tool in Adobe Illustrator, like how we can basically draw using the shape build tool. Okay, so take care everyone, and goodbye. See you all in my next chapter.